Hello, everyone. My name is Dave Rispoli, and I'm the marriage coach. And I want to thank you for checking out this week's episode of Try This Thursday, where every Thursday I share simple yet profound ways to improve your marriage and increase the connection that you have with your spouse. Today, for the very first time, I'm filming this week's episode from home. And many of you know that my wife and I just had a baby boy. He's 3 weeks old tomorrow. And I was just needed at home, but I wanted to get this message out because one of the things that happens in my office is frequently when people come, sometimes they're feeling hopeless. They're feeling like they've tried everything. They're feeling like they're in a vicious cycle or a loop as a couple, that they go from everything's wonderful and then they have a fight and everything's horrible, and they've been in this hamster wheel for so long, and they begin to lose hope. The problem with losing hope is when we lose hope, we either quit or we sabotage. And that's really, really difficult. I want to encourage you today. There is always hope. You can always turn things around. I'll tell you where it starts. It starts when both of you make the decision that, hey, you want things to be different. It starts when you both make a decision to say, hey, why don't we stop fighting, focus on our connection, and begin to solve our problems. The challenge is most people try to solve their problems from a disconnected space. So in other words, they're fighting. The issue comes up, and they're both in an elevated emotional state, and they try to solve their problems. And this only leads to more fighting and more conflict. What I recommend people do is, hey, what if you called a timeout, a ceasefire? And instead of focusing on solving those issues, what if we focused in the short term on reestablishing a connection? And then from a great place of connection, that's where you begin to solve the issues. I'd love to help you with that. If I can be of any assistance to you, don't hesitate to call the office or check out themarriagecoach.com. Hey, until next week, and I'll be back in my office next week, keep falling more in love. If you're losing hope, I want to encourage you. There's always, always, always hope. And I'll see you next Thursday for another episode of Try This Thursday.